Gals and guys, go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Gals and guys, go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Gals and guys, go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Gals and guys, go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Gals and guys, go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live.
Good morning and good health to everyone. How are you doing? Good morning, everyone. How are you doing? Hey guys, I'm thinking about creating a oil treatment for your hair that I use on my hair, but I'm gonna add some other oils to it. What do you guys think? Should I do it? Because my hair grew in 1 year. In 1 year, my hair grew because of the oils that I put in my hair. Do you think I should do it? Good health, mother of brats. Good health, Bobo. Good health, Melissa Richards. Do you think I should create an oil treatment for the hair? Pure oil, no water whatsoever. All right. All right. I'm going to try it. I'm going to try it. Good morning, not only. Oh my God, Richard Dixon. That's a, oh girl, I could do that. I could add that power to it. All right. I love that. Yes. Okay, Charms. Charms understands because Charms has locks too. I think what I discovered here on the island is that they use an oil that is so sticky and so unacceptable, right? That it kind of ruined the texture of my hair. I'm not worried, but it kind of ruined it. But I like see how it naturally just curls at the end? I like that. And when I got my hair done, it didn't curl, so I had to wash it out. Because it's island people. They put something else on the hair to purposely make it matted. Like, who ruins hair? So I was like, oh, these people need help. These people need help. That's a period. And then one of the post ladies that I talked to, oh my God, I love them. They're like my friends now. She was like, there's so much free aloe in the community, right? On the island. She's like, do something with aloe. Aloe. The only thing with aloe is that I'm not going to add aloe to this mixture because I think that I don't know if aloe needs a preservative. So I'm kind of afraid to use aloe unless See, aloe is watery. You know what? It's slimy. So I don't know if aloe and oil will work together long term. oil and oil works together long term. I don't know if alloy and oil does. Does that make sense? Your hair dries out so easily, so come through with all the moisturization. Hey, Kate, it's super cute though. Thank you. It's just starting to grow. Like when I put my hair up, right, which I should do right now. I'm just so shocked at, look at that. That's this long, and it's knotted. This is knotted. So if it wasn't knotted, it kind of is already down my back. But imagine if it wasn't knotted, right? So I realized, because I care for my hair so much, not that you don't, we all do, but I was thinking maybe I could create something to stop the balding. But also, I think the only condition I could have because what I want to do, Charm, is make a lock oil, like make it easy to lock your hair, right? That's what I really want to do. But I also think that if braid people wear it, then it's got to be a protective braid, but then you have to leave the braid in. This is literally going to be a scalp oil. So you can't keep pulling your hair in and out, getting wigs in and out. You're going to have to learn to sit in a hairstyle, a protective hairstyle. My favorite protective hairstyle, seriously, from the time I was a kid, was a bun. When I was having problems with my hair, this is how I wore it for months. I didn't pull it. I pulled it back. I would bun it. But that was my version of protective hairstyle. But if you braid it, braiding can be a protective hairstyle. It can be. It just depends upon your hairdresser. If you have a hairdresser that goes for the looks and the style more than she cares about the hair on your scalp, I don't know if I would go to her. So I'm going to talk to my hairdresser about collabing with her. We got to do a collabization because that girl, she taught me a lot about my hair. All right. Look, never, ever did I lose any edges. And by the way, my edges are thin, right? I don't have baby's hair. So my edges are thin. I don't know if you could see it way back here, but it's always been like that. So with me, if you braid my hair, you're going to take all of this out, but you have to know your hair. So this, you can't see it right now because it's just too healthy, but all the way back here is thin. My hair doesn't get thick until right here. See how thick that is? So that would mean I would have to be really, really careful with my hair, right? So that at my age, at 60, no, sorry, don't call me 60. Who called me 60? You call me 60? Don't call me 60 until I get there. I'm not there. At 59, soon to be 60. Oh my God. Let me get a headband. I can't do this. I can't. I don't even know why I do this job. I have nothing ready ever. The fan isn't on. I don't bring my rubber bands with me. Who does a job and does it horribly and no one asks you to do the job? Oh my God. Who does a job that no one asks you to do? No one asked me to put in a talk show in the morning. No one. I bring it upon myself to make myself the CNN the only official CNN correspondent. You need me, CNN. Don't lie. And no one asked me to do it. And I can't even do it right. And no one is like, oh, Tracey, please. They're like, stop. Just stop. I have nothing ready ever. All right. I'm over myself. I'm over myself. I'm over my temper tantrum. We appreciate you. Thank you. Oh, thank you. I'm over my temper tantrum. But you're good at it. Would you please tell CNN how good I am at this job? Please. I know I'm good at it. Oh my God. Tracey Psychic Beauty School. Yes, I can get bergamot. Bergamot is a consideration because what you guys don't know is we grew up with bergamot. The only thing I don't like about bergamot is the smell. It smells so sweet. I can't take it. Yes, I think what I'm concerned about is not the alloy. When you lock your hair, if you use alloy plus the oil that I'll be sending over, you'll lock very easily, right? It'll lock, it conditions the hair. I might use that as a suggestion. What I'm saying is that I don't know if I could safely mix alloy with what I'm sending over. So I'm going to talk to my hairdresser about that because I just think that I don't want fungus to come from the alloy because alloy is not oil. So I have to speak to an expert about it to figure out what's the different types of oils that will satisfy your hair scalp. Also, for my Caucasians, you will be able to use this oil to treat your hair. You guys don't necessarily have to treat your scalp unless you have some form of, hair falling out. Then we can prevent it. But you can use it to treat your hair, sit under a cap, and wash it out. And your hair will be silky, silky smooth. I promise you. I hate the smell of bergamot. I use bergamot in magic because bergamot is good for a lot. Let me see. I think it's good for either finances or love. I forget. I've used bergamot in oils that I've sent you guys over, but it is a strong, strong smell. And it's no perfume in it. It's just what bergamot smells like. So I'm going to talk with my hairdresser and we're going to collab. It's a good time to talk and collab. I'll have the product ready by summertime because I'm not trying to make money, right? I'm not trying to sell you something. That's for Kaleidocrap. That's not me. I want you to have healthy hair. Oh, it's for money and prosperity. That brings me back to you, Richard. Ooh, look at you, Richard Dixon. Bergamot is money, prosperity, protection from evil, protection from illness. Oh, we're going to get some spiritual stuff going on. Oh, absolutely, Kate. Absolutely. And you put it on, because my hairdresser, I love this woman. She does all types of hair. All types, right? She's not a black hairdresser. She was blessed enough to be trained by Paul Mitchell. And if you're trained by Paul Mitchell School, you are mandated to learn all types of hair. Then the hair salon that she went to for like 7 years, the black clients came to her, but she was in a white community hair salon. And let me tell you what else she does good. She can color your hair to perfection. And if she can't color it, she just tells you no. She's like me in that way. I'm like, I want blonde. So let's figure that out. And she's like, no. If I give you blonde, because of my hair type, she goes, if I give you blonde, it's going to fall out. Well, I chose not to listen to her. I pounded and I pounded and I pounded. And she was like, you know, fuck it. Here. She made me blonde. And it fell out. Y'all didn't even see that it fell out. It fell out. And it fell out like at the, because I was trying to do an ombre. So it fell out here. And what you didn't notice is how good she was. And we put my hair in a protective hairstyle. And within 6 months, she has growing hands. You know how some people got styling hands and some people got growing hands? Within 6 months, y'all didn't even notice. Mm-hmm. Oh, you love bergamot. Oh, Kiana. Should be today or tomorrow. Okay, sweetie? I have your receipt, but I can't find it now. I just hope it comes in time for the eclipse. But if it doesn't, then do it on Sunday. But it'll be here today or tomorrow. I can't wait. Oh, yeah. No, she was trained at the best. At the best. At the best school. The best. You know, and Paul Mitchell is really good at cutting hair. Like, that's what they do in terms of what they do in terms of the best. They're best at cutting. And she doesn't do all that cutting style. She treats the hair. Oh, enjoy your car, sweetie. The love is on its way. By the way, guys, tomorrow is an eclipse. Kiana, do you have any fixed signs in your chart? Your immediate chart? Taurus, Aquarian, Scorpio, or whatever. Do you have anything? Yesterday, I felt really good for the eclipse coming. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I was so sluggish and so tired. Yesterday, I perked right up. But this morning, I kind of woke up sluggish, tired, you know, so I'm going to pace myself today. Hold on a second. I got to turn my candles off. Today, I feel a little sluggish. Hi, Qatar. Hi, Mimi. Aww. Auntie, I don't know if you read my comment yesterday, but I may have a lawsuit against DeKalb County here in Atlanta. Oh, I didn't read your comment. Not your third house. Do you have it as ascendant, moon? That's the only ones I care about. The main ones. Don't worry about your third house. Because it's only the fixed signs that are feeling this this stuff. We're feeling it. Okay. All right. So you're not feeling anything with the eclipse then? I'm assuming you can't because you've got nothing that will affect you. The eclipse is in Taurus. So anybody with a fixed sign, you're going to have very, very vivid dreams. My grandmother came to me. My grandmother. She has been passed on for a while. She's been passed on for a long time, but we kind of, you know how you grow up with grandma? Like, it's that grandma that I grew up with, right? And you know, it's the type where you're like, school is out on the 29th, and your mom has you at your grandma's house on the 29th. And she gets in an attitude as she's packing your clothes, because even that is bothersome for her. And she's like, y'all going to grandma's house. And we're happy. We're like, yay, grandma. Grandma. We're like, no, woman, we know you'll be miserable with us for the summer all day. Send us to grandma's house. And we get to grandma's house. That poor lady. Oh, the abuse that woman took from her children. Hey, Ma, here's the kids. Love you. Okay, can't stay. We're just dropping it. Y'all better listen to grandma. Y'all better listen. Like, we're like, girl, grandma, handle her. What the fuck? You're like 6. What the fuck? Grandma, tell her you got this. We already know grandma don't have this. We already know we're going to take advantage of grandma. Grandma had this big suitcase. So weird as shit. First of all, grandma had a Oh, grandma, can I tell them this story? Okay, I'm gonna tell you anyway. Grandma had a sofa bed in her living room that she never put up. The sofa bed stayed out 24/7. She had the sofa bed, and she had a sofa by the smoke glass window. Do you remember that era, everyone? If you had family with that ugly mirror that you swear to God you saw ghosts in. Anybody else? Was it just me? Like the smoky glass mirror that had these weird designs in it. And when you're a kid, you see things, right? And you're a kid and you're like, does anyone else see that man in the mirror? And like, Tracey, stop. Stop, Tracey. Oh. No one else sees the man in the mirror? And after a while, you have to be like, you're 6, right? And you're like, I must be having a psychotic episode because how do I see the man? And they're telling me to stop. It's the gift. I didn't know it was the gift. So I had to quiet it down, even though I saw the man in the mirror. Because the mirror was all convoluted and it was dark and it was weird, right? Remember grandma's house was weird, right? Anybody else? Is this just my family? Grandma's the best. And we could do what we want. Grandma had this black suitcase. Old-fashioned. Remember the old-fashioned black suitcases? And she just kept it piled up with change. And then we would be like, hey, Grandma, we want to go to the store. At 6, crazy grandma would say, let me tell you guys something. You go to the store and you get some candy, okay? And we're like, yeah, that's what we were thinking about doing. So can we get some money? And of course she would give us a limit because she thinks she's disciplining us, right? Which fixed signs? Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, Aquarius. And she would be like, take 10 cents. Because 10 cents back in the day meant you got 10 pieces of candy. life was so good back in the day that a penny mattered. But we already knew we were advanced kids. And we already knew, don't tell me to take a penny. Like, who do you think you are? No, I'm taking a quarter with the 10 pennies, Grandma. What? Right. Too many mirrors in the living room. Remember running to the bathroom and running back? Can I tell you what my grandma did? You want to be like more disgusted? There's too many kids in the house, right? And there was one bathroom by the back and the back door, like beyond the kitchen, right? Remember the old houses had weird shit line up. And there was another bathroom upstairs, but we weren't allowed to go upstairs, right? For some bizarre reason, right? So at some point, Grandma thought the best thing to do was to have a pee bucket for all the kids. There would be like 10, 12 kids in the summer. And have a pee bucket. Grandma, forgive me. You can't, it's the truth. In the middle of the living room. And we would get up in the middle of the living, put it in the hallway, Grandma. I understand you don't want your kids disappearing in your house. I get it. Why in the middle of the living room? Oh my God. But we love Grandma's house though. It did have a lid, but come on. It did. At some point, you get older, you're like 8, and you're peeing, and you lift that lid, because God knows there's older kids there. So it's like 12-year-olds already peed, and their pee is stronger because they're 12 and eating all the wrong things. You open that lid, and you're 8, and it's like, ugh. And you put the lid back on. You're like, Grandma, it stinks, Grandma. She sleep. She don't give a shit. She sleep. She sleep right there. And by the way, did I tell you? She slept right there with us. All age brackets. Everybody sleeping together. Anybody else have this experience? Or is it just my family? It's ridiculous. Yes. Oh my God. All right. Oh, no. No, I could tell you. And let me tell you something. There are people still living that can testify my story. No. No, there was no outhouse. We were middle class. This is middle class living. I swear for God. We were middle class living like we were in the boondocks. This was Queens. In any case. Are you guys good? All right. So. All right. I'm annoyed. I'm so annoyed. You know, do you think I have like male qualities? I think in a relationship, I become the man. I think I chose to be a woman because I think I was a man in past lives. And I feel like, okay, God, I'll go back down again. I must be a woman. I must be chocolate. Like, let's do this. Right? And then, I don't know. I just feel like in relationships, I'm more man than the man. I'm just saying, it's how I feel. And the funny thing is that I love romance. I love love. I just think I might be too masculine. You know? Does anybody understand that energy as females? You know what I was watching? I'm sorry. You guys are getting everything in my head. I was watching HGTV. And if you watch HGTV, all the women in those flip your houses have male qualities, right? They're on top of their game. They're, assertive. They don't take no shit. Every single female, right? The only one I have trouble watching to this day is the Christine one with the weird husband. I forget the name of their show. It comes on Thursdays. Flip. Let me see. I have trouble watching them because she still doesn't know how to handle him. And he's both male and girl in his business. So he wants to design and kick down walls. But she's the designer, and he does, to this day, he doesn't respect her. They gave her a show called Christine on the Coast, but it didn't do well. I think it's coming back, but it didn't do well. Christina on the Coast. I did like her show, but it didn't quite hit the mark. Remember, there was some cheating. She had to divorce the husband. Flip or flop. Flip or flop. And I just noticed that the women are aggressive and assertive and know exactly what they want and how they want it, blah, 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 blah. All right, whatever. And I like that. Windy City, if you watch Windy City, she's very, she's headstrong. And I like that. And I was like, does HGTV realize how strong their women are? Then there's the black couple. Can't remember her name either. I'm just really bad at this stuff. I'm just bad at names. It's just a thing. It has nothing to do with black or white. Black couple on HGTV. And I like her because her designs are fabulous. Okay, the black couple is... No, not that couple. It's a new couple out there. Come on, guys. There's one couple, she damn near he was her ex-husband, and she damn near beat him up every day. Oh, here they are. This is a good couple. HTV recruits renovation couple, Egypt. Her name is Egypt. I don't know his name, though. Let me tell you something. Egypt is amazing in her designs. And again, another character that's very assertive, very strong. She was on Something the Block. Again, I'm bad with names. And she lost one of the weeks and cut the observers who picked the person, cut them a look. She cut them a look so bad, they had to apologize to her. Because she was like, I won this week. Ultimately, she won her and her husband won the whole thing because they were just that good. Do you guys love Egypt, right? Right? You get it. You love Egypt, right? Me too. And Tiffany Brooks from Chicago and Design for H Dream House is our girl. Which one is Tiffany Brooks? Is that the Windy City one? I don't know anybody's name. Is that the Windy City one? Hi, Sam Beauty. Oh, hi. Is that the Windy City one? Because the Windy City, she's had some problems with a very, very inadequate partner. Very inadequate. Windy City, I don't know her name. It might be Tiffany. Is it Tiffany? And in the end, she's on her own, and she's, HGTV loves her. So they had to figure out a way to showcase her as long as she had no financial ties to her partner. Oh, Windy City is Allison. Oh, Tiffany is Dream Home. See, I never watched the Dream Home series, but I do see the commercials. Oh, Tiffany's black, right? I see the commercials. Yeah, Allison. Allison is probably my fan favorite. I will fan for Allison. Allison in Egypt, I'm like this. Then there's the other one, Love It or List It. Ciao. When she finishes a home, I don't know her name either. Love It or List It. So Egypt I love. Let me just show you Egypt. This is Egypt and her husband. This is Egypt and her husband. She's amazing. Oh, Tiffany's the black one. Yeah, I've seen her commercials. I don't watch Dream Home. It's just a thing that I have with owning a home right now. It's just a thing. Don't listen to me. You all go ahead and own homes. Let me see. Oh, the Flip and Flop exes. No, this wasn't her. It was this one. There was one of the exes. I was like, I'm not liking this. Because you could tell there was something else going on between them, and I just want to see them break down walls. I don't want to see emotional issues between exes, and I'm sensitive to that. I'm like, ooh, that was a shade. I don't want that. They keep trying new people to see what sticks, and Egypt stuck. And I like that. What was I looking up? Oh, Love It or Leave It. Love it, love it, love it, or list it. Come on, guys. Oh, here they go. This show is fabulous. Love it or list it. This show is fabulous. The woman wins every single time. Every time she wins. They are my favorite show to watch. I just watch series after series. They're hour long. Series after series after series. They come on Monday nights. Hillary's fabulous. And when Hillary talks, she's like, that's not what I'm trying to say. I need this whole wall down today. Let's walk over here. Let me tell you what I'm going to do over here. I love that. But you know me, I love assertive women. I love, right? Don't make me feel bad because I got my shit together. But I don't know if HGTV realizes how assertive women are in the business. The men, not so much. And I don't think that's a bad thing. I just think the men, not so much. All right. The other show that I like, God, I'm not going to remember it now. It's a little blonde one. She just had a baby with the chunky husband. Kind of worried about his weight. So I hope they work on managing his weight. I don't see him exercising, and I want you to live for your kids, but I can't remember the name. Hi, good morning, George. Let me see. HGT, hometown, home. Now, the reason why I like hometown is because when the show first started, the home that this woman came from was dilapidated. There were no people living there, and she literally loved her hometown. Hold on, I gotta get my candle. What is happening? Oh, Jesus Christ, I do this all day, every day. Oh my God. Well, the series starts, and they start to go through the homes throughout the years. Now they are at a point in their hometown where people are literally moving back, grocery stores are opening up. It's a vibrant town now. One couple revived their town. So now they've done such a good job that HDTV has a program where they're going through small towns and reviving them because of this show, Hometown. Mm-hmm. And this is the people of hometown. I love them. And what I like about them, because I watch all the couples, there's genuine love here. Genuine love. Him to her to him. And I look at stuff like that. You could tell who has problems in their marriage. At least that's what I watched the show, right? I watched the show for two reasons. To look at the designs in the end, and to study relationships on HGTV. And you could literally tell who has some emotional issues that compromises their space on TV, right? They can't pretend. They might pretend to you, they can't pretend to me. And a lot of shows haven't lasted when they brought new people in because they can't keep their emotions out. These people are genuinely liking each other. Them and Magnolia. Magnolia is probably my favorite. That man loves that woman. Do you know Magnolia at all? Now they have a whole network. They do furniture, all that stuff. And you could tell how much they love each other because this man leans into her. That's a good sign of love. If you didn't realize, if you take a picture with your man and he's doing this and you're the one that's leading in, he doesn't love you. The lean is an automatic response. People don't even know they're doing it. But if there's disdain, right, and a constant disdain, like some people live with disdain, like some people, like for me, when my husband called me a bitch, I was out. I already knew I was leaving him. I just needed to know when would be a good time, right? And it took me a couple of years to leave because I had a little baby. I wasn't about to leave and struggle with the newborn, right? So I stayed until this boy was talking. Once he was talking, then he could tell me things, right? And so I left when he was speaking, but the disdain stayed with me. So there's not a picture to be found where we were leaning into one another, right? I was always like, so there's a pretense when you give someone all of this. But when there's genuine love, it's an accidental lean. You just lean into one another. Sometimes one leans more than the other, but that's not the point. The point is, there's genuine care when you lean in. So here's another one where she's just naturally leaning in and he's generally holding her. All right. So I like the Magnolia people too. Or here's another good example. They're both leaning in, but of course she has to protect her face, so she's putting her face to him, right? As opposed to blocking her space because he's leaning over. But this is another good example. But he is always leaning in, always. Every picture, you check it out for yourself. Magnolia Network, he's always leaning in. The Neelys is a perfect example of a couple of No comment. No comment. I did not invest in the Neelys. No comment. Did you see me do a video on the Neelys? No. No. Was it uncomfortable to watch? Something about that show. I just didn't want to put down a black show. I was like, maybe it's me. I'm just gonna avoid it. What I don't see doesn't bother me. Look, I'm not surprised they broke up. Also, she wound up on some female show where a whole bunch of females went to Italy to go find love. She wasn't even a good candidate single, let alone married. Did anybody see that show? It was such a good show. I would love to be a participant in a show where a bunch of women go overseas. But I would probably go to Africa to go look for my man. I think I would do that. But he can't be aggressive. Can't be aggressive. You have to listen to me, man. I'll leave you right there in Africa. Your mom knew they were fake? Oh my God. Terrible, terrible show. Terrible. She was forward and assertive, meaning the Neely. But there's a different type of forward and assertive when you don't like someone. So I think she was being aggressive because she didn't like her husband. The HGTV people, I'm just talking from a design perspective, especially, and building, especially, these women are assertive and they know their job and they just damn near hold down HGTV. The women do. So HGTV, you need to do a whole series on the women of HGTV, because I just think this show shows us that it's okay to be woman. It's okay to be assertive. It's okay, to not drop who you are as a person. Like, you're allowed to just be. I think that's what this show shows us. You're allowed to be yourselves unapologetically. And I think HGTV does it the best. So I wanted to show you guys a picture of my candle. Oh, she didn't like him. She was fed up. Did he cheat? Did he cheat? Because women only get that way if somebody cheats. You know that, right? Oh, wait. Women only get like that if somebody cheats. I'm going to show you guys a picture of my candle, because what you guys don't know is that I spend every batch I make, I have to burn a candle. It's a test, right? I didn't do that in the beginning, but I learned from it. I learned. This is the OSHUN one. I just got another oil to put in it because the sweet orange is palpable. But OSHUN loves orange, so what can you do? She loves orange. And where you see the glitter on the sides, that's the honey, right? I add honey already. And the herb that I'm giving you is, again, these are things that OSHUN loves. Clove is something that she loves. And I'm adding mustard seed because I need you all to have better faith in getting your next man, not hoping that the very next man is yours. It doesn't work like that. All right? I want you to receive the right one. All right? This is chili pepper. This is actually my favorite, the chili pepper. I think I just like the chili pepper. Isn't that pretty, guys? Isn't that pretty? That's the OSHUN. That's the OSHUN. Having a hard time centering. There you go. That's the OSHUN. There you go. That's the OSHUN. IG has a better camera than YouTube. And then this is the health. The health has eucalyptus in it, because eucalyptus is something that I kept suggesting as a breathing treatment during the COVID. So I just kept the eucalyptus consistent. Don't forget that, oh shoot. Don't forget that it comes with parchment paper and a business card. Parchment paper and a business card. Wait, business card, parchment paper. I'm also, for a limited time only, I'm also providing a pencil. So you could write what you need to write. Hold on a second. You get all of this. All of this. This is what you'll be getting. And you know why you're getting all of this? Because I know what it takes to believe in magic. All right? So let me, why didn't this come up as a video though? Hold on a second. Let me see if I can get it to show up as a video. Please show up as a video. Yes. No, hold on. Choose files, trim. Oh, 932. Okay, it's going to show up right now. Because I have to burn candles all day, every day, I use the same business card and the same parchment paper for every day, right? But it's the way I decided to organize lighting my candles. And you take your candle, right? And you put it right on top, okay? And this is what my candle looks like every day. This is what it looks like every single day. These are my samples. These are all my samples. But I use the same paper. I add coins. Wait, did you guys see it? But I just keep using the same thing over and over again. I do ask God in one little piece of paper for health first, then love, then money. I do ask for money last because I do understand the most important thing I'm ever going to have in my life is health. And I also think love is health, right? And I've had to learn to reorganize my thoughts on love. It's hard to have faith in love. So I'm just helping everyone, men and women, to regain their faith in love. All right? So this is everything that you get. Don't waste the business card, because on the back you have to say a prayer 7 times, the Jabez prayer 7 times. You give yourself 3 wishes. You place your candle on top, and you will see the heat from the candle will begin to leave markings on your paper, and that's to singe your request to God, or to Allah, or to Yahweh, or to Buddha, or to the universe, or to the stars, or to the saints. Okay? No, you can light them one time. You can light them together. There's no organization in lighting your candles. You do whatever you want. Once you get them, you go with your feelings. All right? Hi, Stephen. All right, guys, we got to talk about this. That's my job, the CNN. Oh, hi. All right. 5 things you need to know for April 29th. Ukraine, COVID-19, recession, USPS, and abortion. Yet another state is approving abortion in America. You women aren't fighting. You women aren't fighting for your rights. But, I can't do anything. I'm past childbearing years. If you want to fight for your rights so that you don't have a Handmaid's Tale scenario, you have to fight for your rights. Okay. The first thing, as the YouTube official correspondent for CNN, unofficially, is Ukraine. Ukrainian officials have condemned Russia's missile attack on Kiev last night, which occurred as United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres was finishing a visit to the Ukrainian capital. During his visit, Guterres called for evacuation corridors to be open in Mariupol, saying that the besieged city is a crisis within a crisis. Guterres met with Russian President Putin in Moscow on Tuesday, and Putin agreed in principle for the involvement of the UN, the International Committee of the Red Cross, in the evacuation of citizens from Mariupol, but Putin lies. All right. Coronavirus. Moderna said yesterday it is seeking emergency use authorization from the FDA for its COVID-19 vaccine for children 6 months through 5 years. 6 months through 5 years. Guys, don't let your children be vaccinated. Don't let your babies get vaccinated. There's a Hep C associated with the vaccination, and it's attacking their liver. Do you guys believe me when I tell you this? If you need articles from me, just DM me or text me. I'll submit the articles for you that they're finding out in the UK. Where is this coming from, Kate? If you want the articles, I'll send you the article. But this is coming from the UK mostly, and the WHO. They're saying there's increased hepatitis, liver inflammation cases in children that's under investigation. New study confirming COVID vaccine causes severe autoimmune hepatitis. And this is coming from the WHO. So you don't have to believe me. You can just Google WHO and liver. Well, it sounds like you were forced to it sounds like you might have been forced, Peaches, but I'm telling you, for your children, don't do it. Don't let them convince you. Let me see if I Google WHO Vax liver alert. Yeah. Yeah. All you have to do is WHO liver vax, you will get results. They're saying, warning, the U.S. federal government knows the risk and potential harm. All I can tell you is chronic liver disease is what comes up. So all I can tell you is that I don't know whose child I'm saving, and I can't save the world, right? But I can only tell you, do not get your 6-month-old vaxxed. Do not get your 9-year-old vaxxed. Do not get your 7-year-old vaxxed. This is an emergency experiment. It is not authorized. And even if it does become authorized, it still falls under emergency. So when something happens to your child, you can't sue. Oh, Kara, I just said the same thing. Thank you, sweetie. Anytime that they say emergency authorization, they are experimenting. Oh, okay. Of course, Peaches, there's many people. There's teachers, there's hospital workers, there's nursing home facility people that are forced to get the vax, right? And what can you do? So I'm not talking about adults at this point. Whatever's in this vax is causing liver disease in your babies. You have to say no. No. Oh, do you want? No. Well, we suggest it. Thank you. I said no. You've got to stand up for your babies. They can't speak for themselves. What's, oh my God, Ebony, what are you feeling? Tell me what you're feeling. One of the small countries in Europe just stopped the vaccine altogether. I agree. Well, you know what? New York City, guess what New York City did? New York City said, even as homeschool, you must get your child vaxxed. Yeah. So, Pfizer is trying to vax 5 through 11. Moderna is trying to vax 6 months old. This is crazy to me through 5 years. Oh my God. I'm sorry. Let me text somebody. All right. Oh, yeah. Don't forget to press like and share and follow. Update for Aries. What does that mean? What's update for Aries? I don't know what that means, sweetie. So, yes, I was going to say that. Hi, Sheena. Moderna is stronger than Pfizer. Oh my God, please don't say that, Sheena. I can't. I can't right now. I just want to throw a pillow. I want to throw something. Listen, I can only talk to the people that watch me. I can't talk to the world. All right? So if you happen to see this, you got this far along into the feed, then it's for you. But it is about money, because what had happened was all the vaccines in the world, it turns out some countries was like, fuck you, we're not taking this version. I think, was it Moderna or Pfizer that some countries wouldn't take? Oh no, AstraZeneca. AstraZeneca lost a lot of money. And so what they did was they sent AstraZeneca over to Africa. It's hilarious. These people, these crappy pharmaceutical people, they're like, okay, Sweden won't take it, Netherlands won't take it. Who sent it to Africa? We had them on the list last anyway. We wasn't sending them any vaccines until the rest of the world was vaccinated. But now they don't want it. Let's just send the crappy vaccines over to Africa or India. Yes. You can only laugh, but they made enough for the world. I put on too much cream on my body. Ugh. But people, for what they made and for the people that took it, they are out of money. That's why these drug pushers are pushing it on your children. They need to still recoup their monies. Don't do it. Good morning, Owen. Don't do it. Don't. I'll say it once. I'll say it twice. I'm not screaming this because I'm not telling you what to do. I'm saying don't vaccinate your kids. Unless you don't like them, then do whatever the fuck you want. Unless you're mad at their daddies and you're like, I'm going to get my child vaccinated. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get my child vaccinated. Then go ahead. If you want to catch revenge on your ex, do whatever the fuck you want. You don't like your kids, do whatever you want. I'm not going to stop you. I'm saying don't do it. Ebony got it. The new variant is called, it has several names, but right now it's BA.2. But there's another name that they gave it. I can't remember anymore. I was told not all, but most of the cases are boys who have the hepatitis from the vaccine. What? It hits the boys? Oh, well. I'm sorry, I have to text someone. What's Nancy Reagan when you say laugh out loud, Nancy Reagan? I don't get it. All right, moving on. Oh, Peaches, I've been feeling depressed these past days, but today I decided I'm not depressed. And I'm doing a 10-minute workout to reset my mind. I don't know why I felt so lazy. All right, stop using the word lazy. Let's just start there. You're supposed to feel depressed because there's some planetary issues that are going on. What's your sign, Peaches? And never use the word lazy again. It is okay to be lazy. It's also okay to be depressed. Because only your body knows when you are out of control. And only your body can tell you that. And when you're out of control, your body slows down. And you are depressed on purpose. Sometimes you have to learn to enjoy the depression. Society says you're not allowed to be depressed. You got to do better. That's not what metaphysical people say. Metaphysical people say, feel whatever you're feeling. It's okay. And if it takes you a few days to get out of it, so fucking what? You still depressed, girl? And enjoying it. You see what I mean? So don't ever force yourself out of something. A workout can over-exasperate your depression. The depression hasn't gone. You've decided in your mind that you're not allowed to be depressed. So now you're going to work out and you're going to make your body more depressed for the next couple of days. You know what I say when you're depressed? Eat some goddamn bonbons. Have some cake and dingoes. Hostess something. Eat ice cream. Lounge around. Leave work early. Don't even go to work. All of that is self-care. All of that is your body saying, I can't do this with you right now. Give in to me. Let me do my body. Does that make sense what I'm trying to say, guys? Hi, Sylvester. Does it all make sense to you? Because what's happening is, and let's be really clear, what's happening is there's a whole planetary eclipse that's solar and the moon is a nightmare. All of us have been feeling depressed this week. Good girl. You took off for 2 days. That's what I'm talking about. Stayed in bed. That's what I'm talking about. Hello, job. I can't come to work today. I'm already deciding that's coming tomorrow. Right. Well, we got things to do. Oh, I know. Yeah. I think I'll be out for 2 days. You kind of upset me. And one more word, and I'll stay out a whole week. One more word, boss. Okay? I'm doing 2 days. Understand, bitch? I like the ones that had appointment call out centers, right? You don't have to talk to your boss. What's your name, Tracey Brown? What's your number? What's the reason? You know, I was thinking, let's say cold. I never called out because I was sick. Never. When I called out, I gotta go to Disney World. When I call out, you made me mad yesterday, coworker. And if I go in today, somebody dies. So I have to be like, I'm just not interested in going to jail. So I'm just going to call out for a couple of days and eat bonbons. Hi, Priestess Ifa Cheyenne. How are you? Oh, I will teach you how to fuck over your employer. Old HR rep. I will teach you code words that they have to accept. Hi, John. Every time I call out John's name, my voice cracks. What is that? Every time. Like, there's no, like, healthy way to call out his name. Hello, John. Now, see, even then I felt it. I cannot call out his name without my voice cracking. What is that? All right. I used to love calling out sick, especially once I had a workman's comp case against one of my employers because they couldn't stop me. They're like, now I have to talk to the supervisor. Supervisor, please. Always make a mistake because I'm always happy. Hi. Hi, Tracy. Oh, I have to remember that I'm sick, right? I was like, oh. Yeah, I can't go to work today. What's wrong with you, Tracy? I have a workman's comp case. You know that. Anything could be flaring up with my workman's comp case. And, well, what is it today, Tracy? I mean, let's choose. My back, my knees, my headache. We put down all three. When you have a workman's comp case, they can't fuck with you. I used to have so much fun not going to work. Oh, Pink Lilyfield says, good morning, Priestess. Ebony, first of all, never, I gotta teach. I'm exhausted. Never, ever again in your life say, I'm a good slave. Don't say that. Let's leave that slave bullshit mentality language with the slaves, right? Harriet Tubman did not kick her ass running through the streets for you to continuously call yourself a slave. So let's just start there. But I always feel bad calling out from work. That's normal. I think it's emotionally normal, right? And so you just have to learn that calling out is self-care. You just have to decide, I care about me. That's all. And that becomes the difference. Now, I'm not encouraging anyone to be like me. No one. I've gotten fired from every single job. Every single job, even from psychic stores. So I'm not encouraging you to be like me. I'm just saying, y'all are going through the Great Resignation. I started Great Resignation by firing, but I started it. I already knew these companies were working my ass to death, and I don't have the energy to work. I have the energy to go to work and talk. I have the energy to go to work and gossip, especially when you don't like that bitch in the other cubicle. Did that bitch say good morning to you? She can't just give you work. She has to be like, good morning, Tracy. Good morning. I have work for you to do. We didn't finish the niceties, sweetie. How was your way coming to work today? Was it uneventful? It was fine, Tracy. It's always fine. Well, let me tell you about my experience coming to work. Traffic was terrible. And I was almost late. I was so afraid that I would be late and that you would notice. All right. We're done with the niceties, sweetie. What do you need me to do? I need this. And I need it by 1 p.m. 1 p.m. is an impossibility. It's 8 o'clock in the morning. How am I going to get work done by 1 p.m.? You already know it's not going to happen. This is a setup, right? This is a whole setup. How am I going to get work? First of all, I have to take lunch at 12. We lost a whole hour trying to get this done by 1 p.m. Then let's calculate like in our breaks, right? And because I have a workman's comp case, I have to take a break every 2 hours. Boss, we're losing time here. Then I have to go to the water cooler. And I got to talk with the girls. I got to find out what Jackie's husband did last night. Because she told us, do you know what happened with Jackie's husband? Oh, child, you better talk to Jackie. Jackie's not getting any work done over there. Don't worry about me. Because Jackie, see, you be watching the wrong people. All right, sweetie, I'll do what I can. Works for you? Next thing you know it, I'm getting called in the office. We really need to talk to you, Tracy. About what? Oh, about what? We find you insubordinate. Oh, that's such a big word. Okay. And we need you to sign this document. You know what I sign every time? Mickey Mouse. Mickey Mouse. Every time. I never sign my name. Ever. You know what they can't do? Make you sign your name. I signed it Mickey Mouse. But I also know I'm on my way to being fired. So. Don't act like me, people. Don't act like me. Don't do me. Egypt? What? One of my group mates, she's so sweet. She watches me, but she never speaks on camera. She is adorable. She goes, Egypt, from the HGTV show, used to be on the radio in Baltimore, back in the day. She was on the radio in ATL right before she started with HGTV on Property Virgins in 2012. Oh, she was with AGTV in 2012. She must have came back. And when she came back rocking. Egypt, you are my favorite. You're my favorite, Egypt. But I have a lot of favorites. Windy City's my favorite. Hillary's my favorite. Who am I leaving out? And Hometown Couple, they're my favorite. So I've got, and I love Magnolia because I feel like the Magnolia started the new wave of kicking down homes and watching a couple respect each other and be able to do it effectively. You know? I know everybody says that, AB, but I don't know if I'm a good candidate. Like, only if I could be me, only if I could curse, and only if I could say fuck your mama too, right? Like, I don't know. I don't know if I'm a good candidate. All right. We're done here. An hour and 25. How did that happen? All right. Let's wrap this up. There's nothing else to talk about with the 5 things you need to know. There's abortions going on. You all can't get abortions anymore. Whatever. No one's fighting for abortion rights. My body's my body. But apparently in Kansas, your body's not your body. Oklahoma, your body's not your body. Oh, there's going to be a recession according to Deutsche Bank. But remember, Deutsche Bank dealt with Trump. So they might be announcing a recession to protect themselves. But it's showing up for the second day now. But they're saying don't panic. There's going to be a recession. There's going to be a food shortage, but don't panic. All right. All right. I'm over USPS too. I don't even care to read it. Oh yeah, it is Oklahoma. No abortions after 6 weeks. Can I tell you something about abortions? Do you want to know this about abortions? All right. So, sometimes bad people go back into heaven, right? And sometimes there's been so many bad people returning to heaven, like so many. And you can't stay unless you have this resolve with who you were in this life, right? And so God has a conversation with those that didn't do well down here. And when I say bad people, I mean people that did really bad things, right? But God likes you clean. So the way he does it is that you've got to come back and relive your lessons, right? But sometimes when you do really bad things, like God doesn't want to send you back, right? But to because you're not learning, right? And so God says, listen, she's going to have an abortion. It's guaranteed. Go down again. She will have an abortion and you get to come back up cleaner, right? So in a weird kind of way, abortions are designed. So no guilt with abortions. They're designed to bring the souls back so that they can then begin to exercise better health in heaven so that when they come back down, they can be better human beings. You know how sometimes you guys say you see a mangy dog and you're like, God, what did that person do in a past life? Do you understand how that works? Same thing with abortions. So no guilt should be allocated for abortions. There's even a design in God's highest authority, for abortions to be utilized appropriately. Okay? All right? Hi, Cream de la Creme. Hi, Intuitive. Peaches, you're welcome. You're welcome. Everything can be with God. The way society puts it, you're doing it against society, you're doing it against religion. None of that is true. None of it. So give yourself freedom from guilt about a decision that sometimes is mandated. Do you understand? Sometimes you just can't have this baby. All right? No judgment. The only person that's judging is you. And the political state that you live in. Also, abortions aren't for minorities. They could give two fucks if a minority person has an abortion. They've got to put the general rule out because they've got to be fair. They don't give a shit about your minority body. Trust and believe. All right. Are we good? Are we good, everyone? I hope you learned something about the abortion theory. I'm sticking by it. I talk to God all day, every day. He gives me permission to give you guys permission to stop feeling guilty, especially about past abortions. Okay? What they need to do is teach their boys to keep their wee-wee inside their pants. That's what they need to do. Hey, do you know in the bathrooms in downtown Christensen, they put condoms in the bathrooms? Do you know those condoms disappear? Free condoms in the bathroom. And they disappear. There's a lot of sex going on downtown. A lot of people are getting their Stellas on. Stella got their grooves on. Yep, tomorrow's an eclipse. Light your candles, light your intentions, do what you have to do. Call in changes, people. I hate wearing black. It really shows everything. Call in your intentions. If you want love, call it in. If you want people to treat you better, say it. If you want it, look, my breasts are lopsided. Oh, that's because I kept picking this up. Okay, let me pick this one up now. It's so lopsided. All right. Michelle, you know. Enjoy the eclipse tomorrow. If you're feeling, oh, don't you just love that? Intuitive. You got that name for a reason. You took that name because you already know. Enjoy the eclipse tomorrow. Enjoy feeling sluggish. Enjoy feeling depressed. There's a reason for it. Trust the universe. Call out from work. Luxuriate in your bathrobe. Do some gardening. Let your kids get in bed with you and eat ice cream. Have fun tomorrow. All right? Give yourself some prayer time and start being honest about your changes. Stop talking to God in codes. Your angels and your guides are listening. I need to do a whole class on this. Your angels and your guides are listening. So if you talk to your angels and guides, which are listening, and you say, I'm so lost, I'm so confused, they're like, well, what the hell do you want? You literally have to say, I really wish I had a man. I really wish I had a man that cared for me. I really wish the man comes with money. Say that. I just discovered something. Please add your man needs to come with money. Seriously. A lot of you date men that work in a warehouse. That ain't money, bitches. You want a man with money. Say it. You want a virile man. And if he's not virile, maybe that's okay. But you want him responsive to your body. You want him to rub your thighs, right? Want to be close to you. It would be nice if he were virile, though, right? Like he should be able to get it up, right? For the men, you want a woman that's not in love with their exes. Women, you guys make a lot of mistakes out there. I think I'm starting to understand why men treat us so badly, because we always go into the new relationship talking about the old. He cheated on me. He did this to me. He did that to me. What you're really telling the ex is that I'm still in love. You're telling the new guy that I'm still in love with my ex. Who's hearing me? Oh, good. I'm so proud of you. You got to be specific, but specification is taught. And a lot of times your mother didn't know how to teach you. So we got these adult women in their 30s not knowing what to ask for. So the first sloppy guy that comes along, you're just happy to have a penis. You're just happy to shout to someone, I found someone. And he's fucked up within a day. It don't even take that long. And then you'll stick by it because you just told people you found someone. So you don't want to look pathetic and you don't want to be like, oh, I just told everyone I was in love, but he's a jackass. Get rid of him. Tell people he's a jackass. I just discovered he's a jackass. I'm okay. Next. Teach your daughters. Thank you, CT. All right, let me get up out of here. I done morphed this into a dashikis and bonnets. Is it okay if we combine it? Or do you guys need a dashikis and bonnets anyway? Let's go, Tracy. Preach. Thank you, sweetie. Thank you. There's millions and millions of men out there. Like, it's okay to find a new one. Hi, XOXO. Thank you, Priestess Ifa Sheye. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. And that is another problem. Like, Leos, we're just different. We're just different. We're just different. We're like, oh, damn. All right. Do you want to go out to dinner? No. No, I've had enough. You don't say that. You don't make the person feel bad. You just go, no, I'm busy. A lot. Every day, I'm busy. Yeah. Yeah. Well, all you do is work. I know. Yeah. All right. So I gotta go work. Just over it. All right. Are we good? Love you. Goodbye. Be more. You never miss out. Just gotta go back. Well, Taurus women are different than Taurus men. Taurus men are manipulating. Taurus women aren't. You guys fall on the sword with your Venus. You don't use your Venus for power. That's your problem. Your Venus energy is powerful. And it should be powerful like OSHUN energy. You all know about OSHUN, but you don't know the power of this woman. So you respond to love under Venus energy, but you're not recognizing that Venus is powerful. You got to organize your thoughts better. If you realize the power in the Punani, the real power, you could have the pick of the litter. But that means closing your legs. Yeah, male Tauruses they use their siren very good. They actually have feminine energy, so they use their Venus appropriately.
Incoming call.
Male do, women don't.
Incoming call.
But again, you have to realize the power
Incoming call.
of your Punani.
Incoming call. Incoming
Yeah,
call.
Sheena, I definitely don't blame you. That I don't blame you. You better learn who a Taurus is before you mess with a Taurus, because they mind fuck you. Well, you don't think you need a do-over, Button Ebony. I think you just need to step up the ladder and do better. See, y'all know I'm not lying about Taurus men. EC goes, I'm married to a Taurus man. He's so manipulative. I just talked to him about that yesterday. It gets harder and harder to stay with him. Y'all know I'm not lying. All right, guys. I love you all. This might be combo dashikis because we went 145. That's ridiculous. Oh, good. Ebony goes, I stepped it up. Believe that. Good girl. Ebony goes, yeah, Taurus men is a no. No sign makes the best husband. Are you the best woman in a relationship? Who makes the best woman in a relationship? Because it takes 100. A lot of you guys go in having high expectations for men, and y'all aren't providing shit. What are you doing in your relationships? I just flipped it on you. Because I'm not going to put the men down. I talk to women all day long. I know what you guys are doing wrong. And when I tell you guys what you're doing wrong, y'all don't listen until it's too late. And then you come back and you go, you were right, Tracy. I'm not trying to be right. I was trying to tell you that spirit knows what's going to go down. When something's not right in a relationship, you got to walk away. But you have to know what you want in a relationship. If you want sloppy, you're going to get sloppy. If you accept anything, you're going to get anything. And there's a lot of them out there. And they move in with you. They take your cars from you. You're forced to give them money. They don't work at good jobs. Why are you accepting that treatment? Some of you all be more, don't even get girlfriend titles. Don't fool yourselves. Some of you all are having sex. And a lot of times the sex ain't even good. It starts with you, right, Pink Lilyful? But it starts with you if you know you. How do you organize you, your thoughts, your feelings, your wants, your wishes? I talk to you guys every day. I will say, How can I help you? You will say, I'm lost, I'm confused, and you won't even say about a situation. You just come out with this blanket statement. And then I go, well, is it your work? Yeah, it's work. Is it love? It's love. Oh, okay, let's do love first. Because there was an extra, let's do love first. And then you guys know me. I say, give me a question on love. It is one of the hardest things you guys can't answer. You can't answer or form a question on love, let alone what this is for you. The question is easy. Should I stay with him? Is he good for me? You know, I make you all identify with your wants and wishes. So I'm like, give me a question. We could spend 5 minutes trying to form that question. It's hilarious. Mostly Black women do this. My other races do not do this. My other races are clear on their intentions because they don't have the same slave mentality that we have. We've been taught to be confused and lack in the brain. And educated women are lacked in the brain when it comes to forming a question on romance. And then you get to the point where I get you to ask the question. And even then, you're just like, well, I don't know. Maybe, does he love me? And I'm like, okay, let's go with that. And then when I do the reading, it's hard for you to hear. Because you picked a mismatched person for your wants and desires. But because you never identify with your wants and desires, you expect some magic wand to come out of my mouth to fix your problem. Only you can fix your problem, and that means leaving. Half the times y'all have children that are watching you date the most horrible people. And you're teaching them how to grow up and date horrible people. Half the times there's no consideration for the children. The way I see it, I'm not saying you don't love your children. I'm saying there's no consideration for the children. You might as well get your children vaxxed. Because that's how much you all don't care if you let a monster in your house. If you let a monster come in and disrespect you and yell at you and call you a bitch, your children are watching. You might as well get your kids vaxxed. Because it's just a clear sign that you just don't care. You don't know how to care for yourselves, let alone care for something that you birthed. Emotionally, generationally, to stop the generational curses. The only way to stop the generational curses is you have to change. But you have to recognize that you have to change. I'm just saying, I want us to do better in dating. We'll get there. I promise. We'll get there. We're only a few generations out of slavery, guys. Like, it just occurred. And the memory of slavery is constant for us. But we're changing it finally. It's just, in love, it's one of the hardest things. That's not the best, Sonia. the connotation of being alone and cold, like that's a bad impression that you're putting in on girls. You just got to get them to understand that they are perfect if they don't have a partner. They're still perfect. They're still powerful. They're still vivacious. They're beautiful. Do you understand? The cold aspect is weird, but having a man keeps you warm. Fuck that. My bed is fine, single. Fine. I take over the whole bed. Fine. Probably get annoyed if I had a man in my bed. Shoot. Put him on the sofa. Hey, can you go on the sofa? I don't know if I'm used to this. Or can you leave? Just leave. Just go home. Go home to your own bed. It's going to take me a while to get adjusted to a new body in my bed. I don't have time. No. Sonia, I believe that. I haven't been in the workforce, but child, I believe they come to work crying because their mates have made them miserable all night long, screaming, yelling at them, calling them out their face, and you all want to convince me that your children don't hear any of it. All right. How do I end this? Let's end this with the eclipse. Start being honest. And if you write your letters and intentions, start giving your angels and your guides that's always watching over you, start giving them something to go on. Start giving them a description of what you think you feel you need. Keep your mind's eye out of a person. You cannot change someone. You can only ask to bring in this type of quality. Please, God. And if God brings you someone, but he's missing some details, it's okay to move on. You're like, okay, God, you almost got it. This feels right, but there are some components that are making me feel uncomfortable. And so, because there are components making me feel uncomfortable, I can't continue this. I'm still on a search. Please help me meet up with someone that brings me these components. But remember, you have to bring components to the table. Oh, Sheena, tonight is good, or tomorrow before 4 o'clock, please. Eastern, before 4 o'clock Eastern. So what time is that for you? Sheena, are you busy tonight? Are you doing your show? Are you doing your show tonight? Text me privately, because China's people, the jury has the verdict. If it comes through today, and whatever. Okay, yeah, Sheena, do it tonight. You can ask that question, but what do you want to do? What do you want to do? Sometimes it's not about career choice. Sometimes you have to say, this is the type of job that I want. I want to sit down. I want a 9 to 5. I don't want to work on weekends. I don't want overtime. Do you see the difference? Right? It's the components in the job that you wind up liking the most. I want to be around people that like me. I want to like them. Do you see the difference? So maybe it's not career anymore. It's, I want to take my shower, go to work, and love the people that I'm working with. You got it? Right? Does that make sense now? We're in COVID. I'm not sure a career is a thing right now. I'm not sure. I think we're all trying to outlive COVID. And if we're all trying to outlive COVID, I don't know if I want a career. I want to eat. I want to feed my kids. I want to enjoy my days off. I want to enjoy people that I work with. And most importantly, I want to work from home. Vision board. You know, Lamar Townsend is talking consecutively about vision board. I wonder if we should do a vision board in group. That might be nice to do. Would you guys like to do a vision board in group? We should do that. All right. I never had magazines though. All right, whatever. Are we good, guys? Oh, you're welcome, Ebony. You're welcome. I'm here for you. Yeah. Yeah. Career is not a thing right now. Oh, look at you. I love that. Oh, you're welcome. You're quite welcome. All right, I need to get up out of here, guys. I love you, and goodbye. I hope I helped. Egypt is a New Yorker? Oh, no wonder I love her. Can't help but love a New Yorker. Bye, guys.
Gals and guys, go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Gals and guys, go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown.